All righty. We are.
Hello. Are we live?
Yep.
Hello, everybody. Give me a minute. We're going to wait for some people to jump on. We're super excited tonight. I will just let y'all know that. I'm going to see if I can post it on my page. So give me a minute. Oh, I'm so excited. It's been too long. I'm actually also a little nervous, right? Because I ain't seen y'all in a minute. Here we go. Why is it not letting me do it on my own? Almost 2 seconds. You already know. If you watched us before, you already know technical difficulties. That's our thing. That's what we do. Especially me. It's just, in Arizona here, it's rough. So let me see. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Guys, I'm so excited. So excited. Share to my Facebook. I don't know why that's not doing it. All right, we might nix that idea because it's not letting me share to my page, which is very odd. But anyways, guys, okay, so hi. Welcome. If you don't know, we are the producers. My name is Sarita Delabon, and my lovely, lovely co-founder, co-host, Shakira Stewart. You will hear from her. Hey, y'all, we are so excited to be back. So excited to be able to talk with y'all again, to be able to share with y'all and grow with y'all. And so I'm just beyond right now. So I will say, stay through the whole entire talk, through the whole entire show, like we like to call it, because at the end, we got some announcements for y'all that we are super excited about, some things that we've been working on for y'all. So today, on this beautiful Tuesday, we are talking about work-life balance and reclaiming your time, right? And so the reason we chose work-life balance is because it is probably one of the bigger conversations that people have, or the bigger issues that people have when in any field, really, right? And so what work balance really means is basically finding that equilibrium between your personal life and your career. And it doesn't matter if you are in corporate America or if you're an entrepreneur, it's really that balance that people look for when we talk about work-life balance, right? And so some reasons why people, like, I really honestly, and a lot of people that I speak with, and I know Shakira feels the same, when we talk about things or when we complain about our job or our career or whatever, it's usually lack of time that we're complaining about, right? And so we don't have enough time to spend with our families. We don't have enough time for ourselves, for that personal time that we all need, like we all need it, right? We don't have enough time for vacations, to travel, any of that, right? And it's usually because of our career. And if you are like me, like I was when I was in corporate America, like I am now, everything revolves around your career or your job, right? From the places you eat, like the different restaurants you eat at, to where you live, if you live in an apartment or versus a house, to the car you drive, right? To your kind of your circle, right? Outside of work sometimes. It all depends and revolves around what your career is and what your income is. And having to balance that out can be one of those tough things, right? And so I think for a lot of people, the reason why our work-life balance is a little off is because we like to feel accomplished at certain things. So I'll give you an example. For me personally, when I was in corporate America, and even now still running my own business and being an entrepreneur, I tend to, I have a task, and I tend to, as soon as I'm done with to the point that it's good, it's okay, like it's acceptable, I'll start to think my wheels start to turn, right? My juices start really flowing. And I start thinking of how to make it better, how it can be even better, how I should add this, remove this, or, you know, do different things, right? I've already accomplished it, but I don't feel like it's my best work, right? And so I keep going and keep going. And so I think sometimes we feel obligated to spend more time to get it done, even if it's above and beyond, rather than moving it like to the next day and prioritizing it at the top of our list. Like I said, I think that was huge for me, and sometimes still is, because I know I can do better. And so I want to keep going with it. But then all of a sudden I'm out of time. But then I'm like, wait, but I can finish this in a little bit. And it ends up taking longer than what I even expected, right? I know there was times where at work, I was like, oh no, I'll just do these 2 little things and I'll be done. 2 hours later, I'm still at work when I was supposed to be off doing something or meeting somebody, right? And so I think those types of things or those experiences are what happens, and that puts our work-life balance off, right? Especially for people who get like a promotion, or if you are an entrepreneur, somebody who starts a new venture, right? Those types of things seem to really kind of push us and move us and throw us off and throw that balance off. And now all of a sudden we go from having that planned 8 to 10 hours at work to it going up to 12 to 14 to 16 to 18 hours, just because we can't disconnect, right? Or we just can't move it and prioritize it the way we're supposed to, right? And so, like I said, my thing was struggling with the fact that it was done, but sometimes I felt like it wasn't done well enough, so I would keep going, right? That looking for that perfect, right? And so looking for perfect, whether it's in work or life, can always throw you off, right? And so what I've done, or what I started to do, and Shakira is going to go over more points on how to kind of get balance back out. But what I started to do was started to kind of really try to remove the pressure of feeling accomplished at doing something or accomplishing something, right? Or feeling that sense of accomplishment, right? Because now we're in a microwave society where everything has to be instant. The gratification, the feeling, everything has to be instant. So we want that feeling of accomplishment. And if we do it today rather than put it off sometimes, right? Opposite of procrastinators, right? If we do it today and accomplish it today, then it's like, right? Or if we just got a promotion or a new job or a new client or something, and we're working and we're like, if I get this done for them today, it's going to be better, right? Versus I'm going to wait and just prioritize it at the top of my day because I still have time tomorrow to get it done. And I can go be with my family, go be with my friends, go be in the environment that I need to be in outside of work, right? And so I think for me personally, the way my mind worked was, okay, let me finish that task real quick. And then boom, it's a little bit longer than I thought. But now my mind, the way my mind works is, okay, let me set this time, the specific time. If I hit, say I task for 2 hours, if I hit my 2-hour mark, I'm done. Whether it's done, and what that's also made me do or allowed me to do is to schedule extra time for certain things just in case, right? Because I know my habits. Like I said, I get to the end of a project and my juices start flowing, and then I'm stuck at work and not living my life, right? We all have goals, right? And goals stands for go out and live. That's what everybody wants to do. We all want to go out and live. But if we're stuck at work or stuck at our career or doing our job or something that keeps us from going out and living, what life is that for us, right? And so I will say, I can't say really come to the realization, but I have also realized that we definitely need to periodically change and tweak how we do work-life balance, right? Because it's really a continuous process, right? Some people may add to your family, you may subtract from your family. Things happen, right? Your interests change, right? You may get a new job, you may get more clients than you expected, right? Life changes. You may get a promotion, like I was speaking about before. Things change, and so your schedule for your work-life balance may have been great at one point, but now because of all the changes, because it's continuous process, you have to update everything and make sure you still have that balance, right? Make sure that you're still on track for that. And y'all, Kira's gonna go a little bit more into the importance of keeping work-life balance, what can happen to you if you don't, and then a way or a road to kind of reclaim your time, right? I know for me, a lot of the things that she will cover is what I have done, what I've started to put in place and to process. But my number one thing is definitely having a calendar and having a timer. Because when that timer goes off, if I am still in the middle of something, I got to move on. Like I can't do it anymore, right? Because I need to be able to have the ability to go out and live. I need to be able to go and actually see my goals and see my dreams fulfilled. And I can't do that sitting behind a computer or sitting on a Zoom or meeting face to face with clients, or, I can't do that unless I actually keep my work and my life balance. And so, again, I'm going to bring up Shakira, my beautiful co-host. Super excited. I'm going to bring her up so that she can go over some more from her point of view, and then give us some tips to do the work-life balance. And if y'all have been watching us for a while, you already know, get your notepad out, because Kira's tips and quotes are on point. Okay? So Kira, come on.
Thank you, Queen. You are amazing. Thank you. And great advice that you just gave the people. So, like Sarita said, my name is Kira for those who are new following us. And really, like Sarita said, going back to the work-life balance is basically when you prioritize the demands of your job and the demands of your life. And if you like me, everything has balance. I have to have balance in everything that I do, whether it's your career, whether it's your health, whether it's your family. We have to have balance for everything. And there are several reasons why people find it so hard to balance work in their personal life. And some reasons may be too many responsibilities at work. Some people may work long hours. I know when I worked at the hospital, working at the bedside, taking care of patients in a busy ICU, my shift was only supposed to be 7 to 7, 12 hours. But sometimes I may find myself working 13, 14 hours, depending on how critically ill my patient was or how critically ill my partner's patient was. So sometimes if I'm at work and my partner's patient is coding, of course, I'm not going to go leave work. I'm going to go over and help my partner's patient out until we can stabilize that patient. So that's how those hours get extended, working so many hours overtime. You may have children that may intervene with your work-life balance and the chores that you have to do around the house. I know sometimes last year I used to always have to put things on the back burner because I was helping everybody else. So I wasn't able to complete my chores in the days that I had assigned myself to do those chores. So, and a lot of people, it stresses them out. Some people can't handle so much demand over their lives. And that's not healthy because it weakens your immune system. We know that when your immune system is weak, you're more prone to so many comorbidities like hypertension. And we know you get hypertension, you have to take certain medications, and we don't want that. So what I've learned is that you can't do everything and have everything at the same time. And I'm going to just repeat that. I'm going to say you can't have everything and do everything at the same time. So we have to have balance. So a few tips that I've really, really, activated in my life that have really, really helped me over the past year is versus my work life and my personal life. So things that I have done as far as work is I created to-do lists. Like I like to make to-do lists and set measurable goals. So when you create your to-do list, you want to make set things that are priority in your life or in your job. Do those things first. And we all know that when you set measurable goals, if it's not a measurable goal, it's something that you can't measure. It's something that you don't plan to do in a timely fashion. So if you say, hey, I'm going to do this by 5 o'clock, that needs to be done by 5 o'clock. So you want to have a time limit when you're setting your goals on when you want to accomplish this thing, this task, and get it done. Some people's job, like mine, I review cases. So I have to have my job done at a certain time every day anyway. So I prioritize my high cases early in the morning, and I complete the rest of them in the evening. And you don't want to procrastinate. Do not procrastinate. You want to be efficient with your time. I know when I was working, like I said, at the hospital, I'm a nurse, so I like to refer back to the things that I did as a bedside nurse. So when I was a bedside nurse, I used to always chart at the beginning of my shift. But sometimes I get lazy. I'm human. I get lazy. And so I want to wait until the last minute to do things. But every single time I waited until the last minute to do something, what happened? A patient colds. A patient may fall, not in ICU, really patient. My patient never fail. But somebody patient may fall. I mean, something is gonna happen. So when something like that happens, I'm like, it's 5 o'clock, I get out at 7. I have to make rounds. I haven't even charted on this patient. Now what? I'm running like a chicken with my head cut off. I need help. So I have to, that's when I'm working overtime. I have to get things done quicker. So that's why you don't want to procrastinate. And another thing to help with your work balance is to give yourself a break. Now, a lot of people like to not take their breaks. Now, I love to take a break. I'm all about taking breaks. But working in a busy hospital, sometimes people aren't able to get breaks. But I'll encourage people, if you can take a break, please take a break. No matter if it's a 5-minute break, a couple of minute break, just go take your break. And working at home, a lot of people sit at home on their computer all the time. You still need to get up and get your body moving, get your blood back pumping. Give yourself a mental break, because you don't want to sit at home on a computer screen all day long looking at the computer. That gives you a headache. Like, I get a headache if I'm looking at the computer, even my phone all day long on Facebook. So you want to give yourself a mental break as well. And things to help you around, tips that can help you around the house is to get support. Whether it's to hire a nanny to watch your kids or a kid for a couple of hours out of the week. If you need to hire someone to come clean your home so you don't have to clean your home, get somebody to clean your house for you, maybe a couple of times out of the month. Get that support, because that right there could definitely take some of the stress and some of the workload that you have to do around the house to help you shift your work somewhere else. And you don't want to overcommit. Now, overcommitting was really, really tough for me last year. Like I was saying, I was a yes man. I was saying yes to everybody because I didn't know how to say no. Kira, can you do this? Kira, can you do that? Kira, can I borrow this? Kira, can I borrow that? Like, yes, yes, yes. Then at home, things are slacking. Come home, I can't even clean my house. I don't have the energy. My husband had to take care of the baby a lot of the times because I didn't even have the energy to do so. So you don't want to overcommit. So I said my goal this year, 2021, was not to overcommit. And I have done a great job at not overcommitting. I know how to tell people no. And I don't even feel guilty when I tell people no, because my health, my sanity is more important than me saying yes and overcommitting and doing things that I know I can't get done. I don't want to do a job. I want to get the job done and do a great job at it. So I'm saying no. So you have to learn to say no as well. And then get help if you need it. Like if you need help around the house, like I ask my husband all the time, he cooked dinner yesterday or today. Like get help if you need help. Ask your mom, your dad, your parents, some of your cousins, your family members. If you need to go run errands, don't be afraid to ask your family members, can you watch my baby for an hour or so while I go run? Can you watch the baby while I take a nap? I just need to clean my house. Can you watch this? Can you watch the child? Or if you don't have kids, you can still ask for help because you still could be one who's working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. So you may want to have someone come in and help. You may not have enough money to actually pay somebody to clean your house. So you may want to ask a family member, hey, can you come help me clean my house if you don't mind? And lastly, something that can help you around your house is to treat your body right. And I like to compare my body to my car. Like you take your car to get service. I know I take my car to get service every 6 months. And so when I take my car to get service, they're putting in new oil, they're checking the fluids, they're rotating my tires, making sure that my tires are actually good tires. They're checking the engine, making sure everything is intact. So you want to treat your body the same. You want to get your annual checkup. You want to get your blood drawn. You want to make sure your blood pressure is stable. You want to make sure that your cholesterol and everything is intact. Because you want to make sure your diet is good and you're exercising, because what you put in your body or how you treat your body is how your body is going to treat you. If you're not treating your body well, then you're not going to feel well. And you want to never get so busy to where you're making a living that you're not making a life. You forget to make a life. You never want to get too busy where you're making a living and you forget that you're making a life, right? And we want to make sure that we're balanced, and that, well, balance isn't necessarily all about time management. It's about boundary management. So balance means that when you're able to make choices and you're able to enjoy the choices that you make. And I know my friends that know me, they know that I am a person that likes to go out and have fun. I'm a blue person. I'm a blue personality, and I enjoy hanging out with great people and having fun. So when I make choices, the choices that I decide to make, I'm going to enjoy it at the end of the day. I'm going to go out and live. Like Sarita said, goals. I have a lot of goals, and I like to go out and live. I like to travel and have fun with great people. So if you're watching this call and you want to take a trip, hit me up. Anyways, but we have to put ourselves at the top of our to-do list, because a lot of people have their jobs, their family, they have other people and other things at the top of their to-do list. But we have to learn to put ourselves at the top of our own to-do list and not other people and other things, because we have to take care of ourselves. And if we don't take care of ourselves, how do we expect people to take care of us or respect us at the end of the day? We have to put ourselves at the top of our to-do list. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy our segment tonight. Sarita and I really appreciate you guys jumping on with us. This is our first session back this season, and we have so many new topics for you guys. You're going to see so many different faces this season that discussing several different things, and we also have some things in store for you ladies, for women empowerment. I'm not gonna tell them, Sarita. I'm gonna keep it a secret, but be on the lookout. We're gonna drop flyers soon. And yeah, God is doing big things for us, and we ask that you guys, if you're a praying warrior, to keep us in your prayers, to keep us uplifted, because we're only doing what God wants us to do. So with that being said, we want to give back to you guys as well. So we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and y'all have a great night.
Night.